There's a cardboard box sitting on top of it, just like the one Brennan got. It's got a rose in it.
Let me take a look. Yeah, black rose.
Oh.
Just like Brennan.
Oh, gosh, Nick. It's just too bad we didn't stop that woman before she left. She must have had something to do with
Now,
this.
don't jump too fast to a conclusion, Patsy. We have no evidence at all that she's even connected with this business.
Well, in any case, Mr. Miller is certainly in luck. If we hadn't got here before...
I beg your pardon. Are you looking for someone?
Yes, we are. You by any chance Alex Miller?
I am. What can I do for you?
Mr. Miller, I'm Nick Carter. You just getting home from your office?
Why, yes, Mr. Carter. I had dinner at my club this evening. Why?
Here. Does this box mean anything to you?
Are we playing games? If we are, let's go inside the house first.
Mr. Miller, you won't think it's a game when Nick tells you about it.
Really?
Really?
Then suppose you get on with it, Mr. Miller, Mr. Carter.
Well, I asked you, does this box mean anything to you?
Well, no. It's just a plain white box. Might be anything. What is it?
Well, I just found it here hanging on your mailbox. And you notice there's no address. Nothing to identify it. Just a plain box.
I don't get it, Mr. Carter. What's all the mystery about it?
Let me take the cover off. There.
Why, that's a beautiful rose, isn't it? And pure black. I never saw one like that before. Let me check it.
No.
Don't touch it,
Miller.
Mr. Miller. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? Well, why?
Can you think of anyone who might have sent you this black rose? A poisoned black rose?
Poisoned?
If this is like the one Brennan got, every thorn on this rose is coated with that deadly poison. Just prick one of your fingers with this and...
But that's incredible. Who would want to... Did you say George Brennan got one?
I did. And George Brennan is dead.
Dead? George dead? But why should anyone...
That's what we're trying to find out, Mr. Miller. Now, can you think of anybody who might have any ill feeling toward both you and Mr. Brennan?
I suppose there are people who don't like us individually, but to hate both of us at once and to hate us enough to want to kill us? No, I can't. Wait. Hold on a minute. Ivan Krylov.
That's what Marge said.
Patsy, please.
Well, sorry, Nick.
What about Krylov?
Well, I suppose it's silly, but a couple of years ago when we had to foreclose on some greenhouses Krylov had built, he swore to get revenge on us for spoiling his life's work.
Suppose you tell me the whole story, as nearly as you can remember it.
Of course, but do sit down. These porch chairs are very comfortable.
Oh, thank you. Now, about Krylov?
He was crazy, but he was a genius in a way. About 10 years ago, he built some greenhouses on the outskirts of the city. We, George and I, financed the greenhouses for him and had a mortgage on them. But in spite of the man's success with plants, he was... he was unsuccessful with his finances. The mortgage came due and he couldn't meet it. And we were obliged to foreclose.
And he felt very bitter toward you as a result.
He made all kinds of threats. We just laughed at him. He said he was trying to develop a perfect black rose and claimed that our foreclosure ruined all his work. That he would have succeeded if we hadn't shut down on him. He even threatened to kill us someday. And now...
How long ago was all of this?
How long? 2 years. But we haven't heard from him since. I understand that he went to some relatives in Chicago and then to South America.
Mm-hmm. What happened to the nursery and the greenhouses after you took them over? Somebody else using them now?
Oh, I know. Everything's just as Krylov left it. We found nobody to take over the greenhouses, and we haven't been able to dispose of the land.
Where's it located?
On Robertson, between Washington and National. Why?
Oh, just an idea. Is Krylov in town? If he is, he might be hanging around out there. It's an idea, anyhow. All set, Patsy?
Naturally. I only go to bed when there's nowhere else to go. Or whenever I can get away from my job.
What do you think I'd better do, Mr.
Take
Carter?
this rose in the house, but leave it in the box. Don't touch it. Save it for the police.
You say it's poison? It's still hard to believe.
Unless I'm badly mistaken, the killer used curare or aconite. These are the poisons used by Indians in various parts of the world to coat the tips of their arrows and darts. Neither of them will kill almost immediately.
Yeah. Mr. Miller said Krylov went to South America. Don't these poisons come from there?
Yes, that's true.
And Krylov, being a botanist, might have raised his own poison.
Of course, it all adds up. Do you want me to go out to Krylov's greenhouses with you?
No, Mr. Miller. I'd rather see what I can pick up by myself. I'll see you later. All right, come on, Patsy.
I wish you'd told me you wanted to stroll around places like this. I would have worn one of my old pairs of shoes.
Oh, come on, Patsy. Surely you wouldn't begrudge a pair of shoes if it led to the solution of a crime.
Of a crime? No, I wouldn't. But that still wouldn't get me any extra shoe stamps. It would have been much shorter if we'd driven around to the other side. We wouldn't have to walk so far.
Yeah, I know. Oh, wish I'd brought one of the big flashlights instead of this new one. Didn't know it'd be so dark in here.
You know, the greenhouses do not look as if they've been touched since Krylov left them 2 years ago. Except for the broken glass.
Uh-huh. No signs of anyone having been in here lately at all. Except for...
What?
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah?
Wait. Hey, look here, Patsy.
Yeah?
On this side path. Weeds have been crushed down. And very recently, too.
Oh.
And look. The trail goes over here.
And there's a fresh hole in the dirt.
Yeah. Some plant's been taken up, apparently. I wonder if... It figures. You see here, Patsy?
What?
Here's a single black rosebud.
Yeah.
This stem was an offshoot of the parent plant. And the parent plant was just recently dug up. And if I'm not mistaken, the plant that was dug up was the one that furnished the black roses that were sent to Brennan and Miller.
And Miss Krylov is behind this. No one else would have known that the black rose was here.
Patsy.
Yeah.
I want to walk down through this big greenhouse. Suppose you go back and bring the car up to the other end of the grounds. I'll meet you there. We'll save time that way.
Thanks, Nick. It'll be easier on my shoes, too. See you in a few minutes.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find anything further that might help. Found one clue. Now, maybe I can pick up... What's it?
A black rose, uprooted and used as a messenger of death. And a deadly assault on Nick himself in a deserted greenhouse in the middle of the night. Will this stop Nick from going on with his search for the killer of George Brennan? We'll see in just a moment. Are you interested in making your housekeeping easier? That goes without saying. And thousands of American homemakers have saved hours of time and trouble with the 3 great Linex home brighteners. Take Linex Clear Gloss Varnish, for instance. It lessens your housework amazingly because the lustrous, durable finish it provides is so easy to keep clean. Dirt stays on the surface, where you can wipe it away in a jiffy. And Linex Clear Gloss protects every wood and linoleum surface in your home, resisting damage by boiling water, hot grease, fruit acids, perfume, even alcohol. Yet Linex Clear Gloss is as easy as ABC to use. You brush it on, and it dries without brush marks to a tough, transparent finish that wears and retains its beauty for a long, long time. Follow the example of successful American homemakers everywhere and rely on Linex Clear Gloss, the super varnish, the finest protective finish for use in your home. Remember, it's Linex, L-I-N-X, Linex Clear Gloss Varnish. Ask for it now. You'll find all 3 great Linex home brighteners and Chemtone, the miracle wall finish, at hardware, paint, and department stores everywhere.